Sai Ram, brothers and sisters. My humble salutations at the lotus feet of Bhagawan Himself. Swami, please be with us. Please speak to us. Please listen to us. Our humble salutations, your lotus feet, Swami. Sai Ram. Sai Ram, brothers and sisters. Sir Sundar sir has informed about the Vahinis, the importance of the Vahinis, experiences of the Vahinis. So actually there is no much to talk now. We'll have some other inputs about the Vahinis. Swami has told one thing like ఎంత చదువు చదివి ఏ రీతిలో ఉన్నాను హీనుడవ గుణంబు మానలేడు. There is a poem. ఎంత చదువు చదివి ఏ రీతిగా ఉన్నను హీనుడగబు గుణంబు మానలేడు. Means like how much you study, how much you go through, still that instinct, still the Vishaya Vasanas will be there, and then he will not, that lower feeling still will be there. The second thing what Swami has said, Tarachi Chuda, Tarkavadame Kani. As much as you go through, still you will have questions only in the mind. Tarachi Chuda, Tarkavadame Kani. Always you will have questions. Why this? Why that? Why should I? All these questions do. So, Swami, then Swami concludes that padyam saying that Tavuleni Chaduvu Chadavavalenu. Meaning, Swami very clearly told, the one you study the Vidya, grasp that Vidya, imbibe that Vidya, that always will be with you. Here with you means yourself. Whether you left the body also, it's supposed to be with that Vidya, with that Jnana. So that study you need to do. That's the question. So now we discussed a lot of like about Vahinis. Now a question will rise. Tarachi Chuda Tarkavadamika. Question will rise. If Swami told to study these Vahinis, question will, valid questions, right? For everyone. Swami wrote the Vahinis very clearly. Did ever Swami told that I wrote the Vahinis or I did, so you need to go through it? So Swami has told about his Avatara Vaisishyam poem. Kala Sandhigda Suktulai Unda Bhashyartha Gopyamul Paluku Koraka. By the time the things which supposed to be learned, supposed to be understood properly, those are masked by the time. The inner meanings of the jnana, the actual, the facts or truth of the jnana is masked by time. As the time passes, you call it as Treta Yuga or Dwapara Yuga or Kali Yuga, whatever this time keeps going on, those truths are marked. So to tell that truth, Avatarinchenu Achyutudu Aniyam. Vasudevakya. Whenever I tell this poem, I will get into the emotion. I'm sorry, I don't. That's the thing, basically. So that's Avatara Vaisishyam. He incarnated. He himself has told very clearly. Kala Sandhigda Sukuleyun Bhashyartha Gopyamul Paluku Koraka. Avatarinchenu Achyutudu. Avaniyandu Vasudevakya Sri Sai Vashudha Shauri. So it's very clearly Swami himself has told. Go through the spiritual things. Very clearly. And he came to explain this, unfold truths of these spiritual texts. Shastras. To unfold the truths of the spiritual texts. What are those spiritual texts? Very clearly the question will come again. Again there is a question. What is this spiritual text? Swami is telling that he is unfolding the truths, the Vedas, the Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, and the Bhagavad Gita, whichever the sacred spiritual text that we have given by the Sanatana Dharma, those spiritual texts. In that spiritual text, again there are another texts are there which is tested the Vedas, tested the Upanishads, tested the Brahma Sutras 1 to 10,000 times and written as Darshana Shastras, Nyaya, Sankhya, Vaisheshika, then Yoga, Mimamsa, Uttaramimamsa. 6 Darshana Shastras. All these are all the original texts which are seen from the Shabda Brahmastras. In those Shastras, whatever that the truths, Sathya, it is being marked as Satyam, to unfold that truth, Swami has come. That is very clear. Now question will again come. Hey, it's all good. Swami has told to read book. Swami himself has come to explain this. And yes, good, we have all this. Is it possible to me go through all these spiritual texts? Why I should read? Again, can I do this Vedas? Can I understand? Can I go through this Upanishad? Can I understand? Brahma Sutras? Why these questions are coming up, right? So how come is it how I can go through? Answer is Vahini. In one human life, going through all these spiritual texts, we can understand why Vedas. We can imbibe the meaning, essence of the Vedas. We can understand the Upanishad. We can imbibe the meaning of Upanishad. Here, not only the study, in imbibing ourselves. Pustakamulone kakunda mastishkamulo kuda. Completely it is. And you are understanding the sutras, you are understanding everything in a simple manner. Very simple, simplified manner. So these are all the texts what Swami kept in this 15 Vahinis. Very simple way, simple process. And everyone, whatever the wordings we always listen, we from Swami and also from this kind of sadhana camps, the wordings will come like Nama Smarana, and there will be a lot of questions people will be asking about the Sanatana Dharma, the Varna system, or you call it as whatever the people are thinking that it is not a good practice of Sanatana Dharma, but the essential truth, why that is very much required, it is involved. Swami told in 1984 August discourse, it's an August discourse in August month. Okay, so Swami very clearly Swami told during the spiritual text while you are going through the spiritual, why I should, how I can be a how I can take the spiritual path, how I can understand the spiritual texts. What are all the spiritual texts I need to go through? How I can get into the Swami's fold very clearly and connecting to the Jnana Marg. Very clearly, Swami explained in that 1984 discourse. Whenever you feel, whenever you want to take spiritual path, Swami clearly mentioned this. Phase-wise, 4 phases are there. In phase 1, you need to go to 50% of your time should spend on the spiritual texts. 50% time you spend with your worldly life. Don't go very much heavily that we are sacrificing our entire our worldly life. It is the one which you are going through the text, studying the spiritual text, and then going through the worldly life, 50%. Then slowly you convert your worldly life into, divide that into two parts. You are going through, you are taking care of your worldly life, 25%. So focus 25% on the worldly life, focus 25% on the devotional activities. You call it as meditation, bhajans, all the devotional practices. But continue your, when the first phase, 50% spiritual focus on the spiritual text, 50% on the worldly life. Now the second one stage will come, 25% your devotional activity, that is focusing on the meditation, focusing on the bhajans practices, focusing on your devotional activities basically. 25% on the worldly. Now third stage, Swami told very clearly, 50% your devotional activities, 50% is the study of the spiritual. Then the fourth stage is 100% on the meditation, devotion. Because by that time you will be knowing that the essence why I am doing Narayan Seva. Devotional activity is the one which you are devoted to the Swami and then doing that act. How I have devoted to the Swami? You understood, you imbibed the complete meaning and essence of your existence. Just through that spiritual text, you understood that why you took this particular body, why you have connected to Swami. All this understand by the time you got it. So you are doing the complete 100%. Whichever activity you are doing, that is converted as a devotional act. So it's devotional activities which completely devoted to you are doing with a devotion by connecting to Swami. So this is very clearly Swami divided into 4 phases and explained. Now we also discussed about what is spiritual text, what are all the 4 stages. So which spiritual text? I started with Veda directly. Actually, when you look into the Sathya Sai, our Sri Sathya Sai Sahitya, Sri Sathya Sai Sahitya will give the complete clarity about from the flow of Ramakatha Rasavahini to Leela Kaivalya Vahini. Completely flow it will give. Now, should I jump into the Vahinis? Why can't I? If I'm going through the Tapovanam, no? I'm doing a Tapovaram Parayanam. There are some WhatsApp groups also there. Continuously we are going through the 41 days of Parayanam, and then again we'll start again Parayanam. There is a Satyam Shivam Sundaram also, all related to the Leelas. భాగవతం చదివితేనే భాగవతం చదివితే ఏమొస్తుంది, భక్తి వస్తుంది. రైట్? సో దీస్ అపోవనం, ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ క్లియర్, అపోవనం, సత్యం, శివం, సుందరం ఆల్ ఆర్ లీలామృతం. ఇట్స్ లీలామృతం. You will get completely your emotion transforming into devotion. Complete bhakti. Oh, Swami's Leela is like this, Swami's Leela is like that. All these things will be keep going on. How long we will go through the Leelas, and through Leelas you will be understanding that Swami is focusing on us very clearly. If a devotee prayed, requested in a letter, prayed in his prayer, Swami is listening and doing the activity, making him or healing his disease or doing his activity making him that he is successful in his uh, career or wherever it is. All these things are happening through prayers. Devotionally, you are writing a letter and all those things. But why Swami is focusing on me? He is giving he's clearing all those things. Meaning, Swami is very clearly watching me. He is watching me. What are all the activities that I supposed to do? I'll be doing his activity at the same time. Why is Swami doing me? Something I am doing. I need to learn something more. I need to learn something more. I need to connect with Swami something more. So, through Tapovanam Shiva Satyam Shivam Sundaram, we will go through the Leela Amrutam. Whereas in Vahinis, you will understanding the individual transformation, how we will connect with the Swami and how we will transform ourselves to divinity. To the humanity and divinity, it is very clearly, it will be there. For example, if I take, while reading book, what happened basically? We are all went through the studies books. We are also went through, studies means all our academic books, all our related to that. And if it's an interest, you might be studying the thrillers, some fantasy related books. People are very clear, like Harry Potter or something like that, right? What will happen? You are connecting to the author. The Kuvempu books, Kuvempu poems, if people are going to, or somebody, Potana Bhagavatam, if you are going to, you will connecting that particular writer. Oh, Potana written like this, or Kuvempu written like this. Like that, you are connecting to the author of the book. Here, who is the author of the book for the Vahini? Bhagawan Himself. Paramatma Himself is in written book. So you are directly talking to Paramatma. When Paramatma written one line, when you are going through, you are directly connecting to Paramatma. That's the difference between that's already Sundar sir has already told about the difference between the discourse and the Vahini, the writings also. So very clearly you are connecting to Paramatma directly. While you are writing something related to, say, for example, say one Swadharma, what is Swadharma? Swami has written. Then if you have a question, to whom you will ask question? You will ask Swami only. In the mind also it will say, Swami, this is not, I am not able to understand Swami. So like this question will be there. So which means the relationship between you, the individual, and the Swami keep continuing. Whatever the doubts you are keep getting about the spiritual text, you will be talking to Swami only. It's very clear connection between the individual and Paramatma. This practice will start in the Vahinis. If we going through the spiritual teachings very clearly, this practice will start. And we will keep understanding these are all the essence of these Vahinis are very, very sweet. You start with Ramakatharasa Vahini. Why Rama has been treated as Purushottama. Very clearly Swami will tell. Purusha means consciousness filling in the body. Purushottama, consciousness filling in the universe. Because of that Purushottama, even years goes, even yugas also flow up. Still that Purushottama's principles will continue in you. Swami told about do the Narayana Seva. Somewhere in one particular Samiti, Swami Hamedam started. Now, how many Samitis, how many countries are doing Narayana Seva? Across the world. One of the Puttaparthi boy, nowadays everyone is like creating an Instagram channel. One of the Puttaparthi guy created a Puttaparthi guy has created an Instagram reel. He questioned in that question, how many of you know about Puttaparthi? He questioned in that video, and he told that like how for most of the South Indians is Tirupati is for them, for like for Balaji. For our Puttaparthi, Sathya Sai is for us like Tirupati Balaji for us. How many of you know? That's the question he has asked. If we put all the same question to us, who are don't know about Tirupati also know about Puttaparthi in many countries. Who are don't know about the Makkah also people don't in those countries. There are people aware of Puttaparthi. Those who people not aware of Jerusalem in some of countries, they few people in that country aware of Puttaparthi. So like why I'm bringing all these things because unawareness. This unawareness will make us to be in our own activity always, doing the same activities, repeatedly doing the same activities. We are not aware of the essence of that particular activity, why we are doing. By going through this spiritual text doesn't mean that we are coming out of the service activity, doesn't mean that we are coming out of the bhajans. We will be doing with more devotion. With more devotion, we are doing that karma. More connectivity, more understanding, we are doing that. That understanding will come through Vahinis. Swami will give that understanding through Vahinis. Thus, you are directly connected. So, that's the major advantage of Vahini. For example, if I take, we are all very much aware in Sathya Sai Seva organization across the world, wherever you go, how you are going through the connection with Swami is Namasmara. That word is very popular, powerful word because Swami told many times, Namasmarana Chesukondi Moksham Chestundi. I will take care of this. But what is Nama, what is Smarana, Swami has not told. Of course, it is some of discourses Swami has explained. It is in Vahini very clearly Swami. Chandogya Upanishad in one of this series, where how the Namasmarana enlighten, how the Nama Ucharana will become Namasmarana. Like Antekale Haranama Smarana, people will say, right? Smarana is not from your by uttering the not from the limbs or something. The Smarana will be there in your spiritual heart. Harinama Smarana, not Harinama Ucharana. So, how this is Nama Ucharana become Nama Smarana? Swami very clearly explained in Chandogya. Simple way, very simple way Swami has explained. By going through, by repeating the Nama Smarana, you will be completely connecting, your mind is completely focusing on that particular naming or chanting, whatever that you are doing. Only on that particular mantra. It become mantra to you. Your mind will be thinking about that mantra only. Always. Slowly that mantra will become part of your thought process. And that will make you to not give a room to the evil, or if you call it as any other worldly related thoughts will not enter. Because that is filling your mind. Swami is, you are there completely with the Swami. So repeatedly by doing that, your mind is not thinking about negativity. The negative thoughts are not coming into your mind. And slowly, whatever the negative negative thoughts are there in your mind, slowly it is getting vapouring out. This all process will be continuously going on because of Nama Ucharana, or you can take as Mantra Ucharana. That become a mantra. And slowly what is happening in that it is not allowing, it is not, you are keep going on with the Namasmarana, then you start enabling your mind saying that, hey, I need to go with the sattvic food only. Because you need a Shakti, right, to continue. What kind of food? Slowly it will make you to think about sattvic food. Only sattvic food will take you. Through that sattvic food and by doing this Namacharana or Mantrocharana, you are getting the tejas. That tejas will keep coming. Then slowly that will be a part of your Atma. Basically, it's part of mind itself. And it will become the Smarana. Whatever will happen, if I'm seeing any negative thing, automatically the inner process will start. Aishwaraya Vidmaye, or whatever it is, Saira. Previously, if somebody is getting an anger and then is able to break his mobile phone at home, mostly not in the offices, right? Because no one will allow. So that time that practice will go off, and then you will start saying Dannam and putting Namaskar to your spouse. Enough is enough. So slowly you will come in, that change will come in your regular activity basically. So this that pages and that thought process and the smarana will become, then your ucharana will become smarana. That is Swami has told in the Chandogya. It's not a big thing, right? The moment you think about Chandogya, it's it's something Upanishad that is not my cup of tea. People are talking about, hey, something that is related to Bhagavad Gita, shlokas, and all those things that is not my cup. So this thought process we should come aware of. Actually, the Vahini will give us that simplified solutions, give complete understanding about all the texts. For example, I'll take one more example in the Brahma Sutras. Pranastha Anagaman. The word title itself is so profound, and people think that okay, something else which is not right. So in your and you prana, that word will keep you will be you are daily in the arti you'll be sarva pranapate. In your Vedam you'll say Narayana prano jyataha. Every time prana, 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 you are talking you are chanting in the mantras, you are in the kirtanas, in the bhajans, even in the arti. The word, the moment it is called as pranasthana, there's something, it is a bigger one, I can't understand. But actually simplified Swami has told like, okay, the sunlight is coming up. Daily morning sun will come and then the light will be there on the part of the earth. All that light, after the sunset, light will go off. Where this light is getting observed? In air. Next, Agni is there in the yajna or in the kitchen or wherever it is. Agni, stages of Agni, where it is going on? It is going in the air. From the water, if it gets vapors, where it is going on? Air only. That air is going up and becoming the cloud. When that will become the rain on the earth, air touches. Then that will become the rain and earth will get flourish. So all this cycle out of these five elements, the driving force is going through air. You all know that what is there in the inside the body? Air. Prana, the vital force, whatever we call it as vital force or vital air. Prana Shakti. What is in my body? Prana. It's very clear, like doctors also will tell whenever this guy is not able to take the air, he is done. Right? So it is in you is the same. Outside is the same. God is everywhere. How? You just can understand with this simple principle. right? In a simple way. It is told in a Sanskrit called Pranasthata Anagama. Prana is Brahman. Prana is God. Simple way. We think, the moment we think, oh, this is a better concept, we can't understand. Those are all simplified in Vahinis. That is what Swami told. Kalasandhya Siddhilayinda Vashyar Gokyamul Palukuthu. That's a major. Why I'm giving all these simple examples is we think that spiritual text means it is something else, not for me. Or I may understand or may not understand. But you can understand in a simple way. Swami written in a very simple manner, and every Namasmarana we discussed about Pranasthana, all this Veda chanting, everything is, we can understand the essence, and we can invite that essence in our love, we can take it forward. So when we understand this, when we are doing our Narayana Seva, just think that what is the difference. When you understand that it's very clear that everyone is Swami, Swami is telling that very clearly. It is. So when you go and then do the Narayana Seva, then you will understand very clearly. In a Dhyana Vahini, you will understand Ashtanga Yoga. Shanti Vahini also Ashtanga Yoga. Asana, Yama Niyama Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. But it's telling, yeah, very clearly. Dharana, Jnana, Samadhi. Very clearly said. In Narayana Seva, in Bhajan, what we are doing? Same Ashtanga Yoga, no? You are coming out of the Yama Niyama, meaning your Indriyas has been given completely to the Swami. Came out of all the negative thoughts, and you have given now clearly you are connected to Swami. And you sat in an asana. In Narayana Seva, you are keeping everything in a proper way, like asana. Pranayama is basically you are being ready to practice. In a bhajan, you are doing pranayama only, no? But in clearly with a rhythmic way. In Narayana Seva also, you are putting all the things and then you are standing in a very properly. And the second, and once you go with that, then pratyahara, focusing, ekagrata. You are focusing on Swami. Here in Narayana Seva, you will focus on Narayana who is coming to offer you. I mean, basically, you are offering, and he is also giving an offering to serve for him. Basically, right? So he is giving an opportunity, basically. So the Narayana is coming up. Then you are getting the Dharana, you are focusing on him, completely imbibed, connected with him, and completely with him, and then you are becoming one by giving food to him. The Narayana Seva is very clearly making that Samadhi is doing. In Bhajan also you are doing this Samadhi. This clarity you will get in Dhanavani, in Prashant Vahini. When we understand this and we go that particular activity, that whatever that individual focus will be, get into the basically go into the there won't be an individual focus. It is more only the devotional on the Swami, and you will treat everyone as a Swami. Such kind of changes, that kind of transformation will happen when we connect with the Vahinis. Through and by understanding Vahinis, these are all things. I'm not with the mobile, so time is, I just want to check. Yeah, time is there. Okay. So, so this is the one clearly understanding, going through, imbibing, connecting with Swami. All these things will keep coming up, and you will see a lot of changes in our life one by one by one. Whatever the transformation is happening, you are the witness. and you are the witness that Swami is the doer. Just want to take one example. Uh, as a Vahini Swadhyaya coordinator, I started the Vahini Swadhyaya, with Swami's blessings. Was coordinating Vahini Swadhyaya for South Bangalore from April 4th, 2020 to 2025. We have completed all 15 Vahinis. Every chapter of the Vahini we were discussed. Started with April 4th, 2020. And then Swami's blessings and Sir Sundar Sir, basically like with all he's given the opportunity to me to join in the Vahini Sudhamrutha also. So with that Vahini Sudhamrutha we have started in 2023. Being an IT coordinator for the Vahini Sudhamrutha, that time there was no IT administration team. And the only IT administrator for the 5 languages. Marathi started later. Daily evening, I will start in one particular until opening the session, saying that Swami, please be with us, please speak to us. Then Ramakatha Swami keep going on in all the languages. Every day, one language, except Thursday and Sunday. Almost all the days, every evening. My mother is a bedridden. She's suffering with cancer at that time. It's the last stage basically. She was bedridden. She was listening all this every day and going through. So one day she asked me, what is happening? ఏం జరుగుతుంది నాన్న ఏం చేస్తున్నావు? This is like it's Vahini Sudhamrutha we have started in 5 languages every day. Oh, can I get that particular book? Ramakatha Rasava. Then I said, okay. I got the Ramakatha Rasavahini Telugu book. Since she is in weakness and also she is bedridden, she is not able to go through the book. She's asked me, do you have an audio book? I said, because I'm going through various, that year is completely, I've occupied with various activities. One of them is Vahini Sudhamrutha, which is I'm going through. So because of busy with all the activities, I said, Amma, I'll look into it and then I'll read. Usually she will she will have a touch phone, so she will be going through the YouTube. She just opened it. The Ramakatha Rasavahini audio book is there in the YouTube. She found. And she went through all the Ramakatha Rasavahini. It happened starting from January 14th. We started almost like and it continued. She was continuously going through. Then the Sri Ramanavami came. During that time, Sir Sundar Sir, Rangarajan Sir, Sanjay Sahani Sir, everyone conducted a Rama Saptaha in Vrindavan. So there was a big Rama, Lakshmana and Sita poster along with Anjaneya. It was kept there, 2 posters together. So this Rama Saptaha completed. My mother's Ramakatha Rasavahini Parayana is also completed. She went through the complete. And then I got a call from Geetanjali saying that, hey, one poster came. We can't keep in Geetanjali because that is a bigger one. We can't maintain. So you have to take care of it. But you are the responsible for Vahinis. No, that is related to the Vahinis. You take it. And I went there, saw the bigger poster. With all, so I picked that. Between that, my mother asked, after completion of this, I want to go to the Rama temple. But she can't go. She is a bedridden. We can't take her also. When Rama himself has come to him, Swami did this. See, these are all like it's personal experience. Swami's poster is exactly opposite to her bed. After the April, she merged in Swami, May 31st. All that Ramakatha Rasavahini, she went through it. She was with Swami. And then by looking into Rama's post, Swami has sent it. Even we were doing the service to her by looking into the Rama poster. And she merged in Swami. These are all things is not just won't happen just like it is Swami who will do that. Uh, Swami Kirtana is Nanu Paling Pagatarali Vachitiva. It's like Swami himself will take care of his devotee. It's very clear. He take care of this. That year almost I am doing 5 activities like 100 million contract is happening at my office. Which I was basically I am the driving force for the whole project. I was taking care of that. My house construction is going on, named it as Prashant Nilayam. That is also going on. Construction is going on. Vahini Sudhamrutha is going on. Mother is not well. So all these activities are going at once. Everything completed positive note. Even my mother says also I am saying positive note because it's with Swami only. Positively she left and merged in Swami. All are got positive results. Everyone saying that appreciation in Mahendra you did well. Is it Bhashyam Mahendra done? Mahendra Bhashyam done? No. Very clear it is the doer has done. So the self which why I am very much always insist on Vahinis because you completely connect with Swami. People will ask how to connect with the Swami. People will say connect with it. Connect is this. You are going through the book. You are talking to Swami. You are transforming yourself. You are completely connecting with Swami. I mean, you are daily talking to Swami, going through his messages, doing his activities. You are keeping him as a doer. You are a non-doer basically. You are just an instrument. The doer is doing through you. Then it is happening. That is only the connect. So very clearly, right? So it's clear understanding. So we are connecting to Swami and then doing it. This opportunity completely will come through Vahinis. Vahinis are the everyone will be having a great respect on Vedas. Vedas has come to Shabda Brahma only when a higher, when a Maharshi went to a higher state of consciousness is able to receive that mantras, right? Here it has come directly from Paramatma, no middleman. So it's clear understanding. We are giving this clear connect form. His message is directly Paramatma's message in your own language, in your understandable language, in understandable way, a simplified way. Who can give how it is in one life? All these things will be like whoever done thousands of penance, and you are just why you only? Again, one question will come. Now the World Cup FIFA is happening. 40 countries are joined in that final. But is that only 40 countries are playing the football? No. Hundreds of countries are playing. For that, you will have a pre-qualifying round, qualifying rounds. Many things are happened. All last 40 countries, and after 40 countries, some 800 players has been identified. Out of 700 or call it as 900 crores of people, only few people has been qualified entering into Sri Satya Sai Seva Summit. Like how for the World Cup we are working, for Paramatma, only few people Swami chosen. By what? All the pre-qualifying rounds, qualifying rounds, all these things are already happened in my previous lives. Your mouth selected and wearing the white dress and coming to the committee. Selected player, chosen player, right? So, and he has given all the manuals. Manuals are how to play the game. manuals are very clearly Vahinis. Go through that manual very clearly. Then you can understand brother. Then you do the activity. You will have a great connect with the Swami, and then we can be more that karma, bhakti, jnana, all go together in a better way. That is the reason Vahini's reading is very much, or studying is very much important. Vahini Adhyayana. Why Adhyayana is required? The Swami himself has told in Leela Kaivalya Vahini, Swami writes, Swadhyaya, meaning Brahma Yajna. What is Swadhyaya? Swami tells that is Brahma Yajna. So, whatever you are doing is Swa Adhyaya. The Swa Adhyaya is you are the Brahma, you are doing the yajna to understand you are Brahma. So that clarity Swami has given in Vahini only. Very clear. So you understood why Swami, how Swami written, what is Vahini, and all these things Sarasundar sir explained. And we also now are discussing about why we need to connect, how it will transform us. Very clear. So it gives transformational experience to all of us. Sairam. This is what I just want to convey to Vahini Sudhamrutha. Sairam. Thank you. Thank you.